mistreated my childhood pet, and it still haunts me. I'm 24 now, but there's one secret from my past that sits on my chest like a weight I can't shake. From age 10 to 21, I had a pet rabbit. He was with me through almost half my life, growing up beside me while I stumbled through childhood and into adulthood. And yet, I didn't give him the life he deserved. The guilt doesn't just hurt, it rots me from the inside out. When I first got him at 10, I thought I was ready. My parents bought him for me after I proved I could take care of one over the summer. I remember holding his tiny body, his twitching nose, and thinking he was the most magical thing in the world. But magic requires responsibility, and I was just a kid who thought love meant owning, not caring. When he misbehaved, I'd get annoyed. I'd tap him, sometimes even lightly hit him. Not hard, but enough that I wonder to this day if I scared him. I knew even then it wasn't right. By the time I stopped, the damage was done. My rabbit spent most of his life in the basement. Our upstairs was carpeted, and my parents didn't want him ruining it. He wasn't locked in a cage. He had a pen, but a pen is still a prison when you're alone. My mom would tell me, go spend time with him, and I would. But I'd sit there with my phone while he hopped around. I was physically there, but emotionally absent. Looking back, I hate myself for that. There were times I let him run around upstairs. He loved it. But when he peed on the carpet, I'd get frustrated. I can still remember the way my hands shook when I angrily scooped him up, carried him back to the basement, and dropped him into his pen. Not a throw, but not gentle either. The look in his eyes, startled, confused, betrayed, burns in my memory. He had no idea why I was upset. He didn't understand. He just wanted to be with me. Sometimes I close my eyes and see him sitting alone in that basement. Rabbits are social, loving, curious creatures, and mine was sweet, patient, and gentle. He deserved companionship, attention, joy. Instead, he got long hours of silence, and me scrolling on a screen. I picture him waiting for me, nose twitching every time he heard footsteps on the stairs, hoping I was coming to play. And most of the time, I didn't. When I turned 18, we finally moved him upstairs. He got more attention, more freedom, more love, and I was older then, less impatient, more aware of how much he'd suffered because of me. I made an effort to be kind, gentle, and attentive, but I couldn't erase the years before. I couldn't erase the loneliness, the confusion, the fear I'd caused. He died when I was 21, 11 years old, a long, full life by rabbit standards. But when he passed, the grief I felt wasn't just about losing him, it was about knowing that the life he lived wasn't the one he deserved. My tears weren't only about missing him, they were about the crushing truth that I couldn't go back and fix it. For 3 years now, I've carried this guilt like a ghost. I replay the bad moments more than the good ones. Him sitting alone downstairs, him flinching when I was frustrated, him trusting me. Even after I let him down again and again, people tell me, you were just a kid, you didn't know better. But I did know. Even at 10, I knew that hitting him wasn't okay. At 15, I knew that leaving him alone wasn't fair. At 18, I knew I should have done more. And now at 24, I know I'll never get the chance to make it right. Sometimes I think about telling my partner everything, the full story, the ugly truth. But I stop myself because what if they look at me differently? What if they see me as cruel, undeserving of love, undeserving of forgiveness? The truth is, that's already how I see myself. I wish I could go back. I wish I could hold him now, whisper that I'm sorry, tell him that I know I failed him, but he's gone and all that's left is silence. My sweet boy deserved better, and instead, he got me, and that will always be the heaviest weight I carry.